For the first time in history, one of Israel's boxers will be representing the country in a world title championship abroad. The unusual suspect has been training for this championship for only 1 year, and yet is the undefeated top pick. None of the boys here can contend with the title of the 17-year-old Russian immigrant champion. She is Natalie Ostromov.
Anita, are you coming? Come on, it's 5:45, and the bus arrives at 5 minutes to.
6 in the morning. While the other girls her age are still asleep, Natalie wakes her sister Anita to accompany her to the training session. Their mother Yelena is helping too.
Anita, hurry up.
The first annual Women's World Boxing Championship is near. Natalie trains whenever she can. After only 1 year of training with Russian coach Vladimir, Natalie has become the women's national champion.
When I was in 7th grade, I decided that I wanted to be like my trainer, to work with boxers. Take a tender, inexperienced young child and lead him to great achievements. Get to work. Stop. This is practice, not a real fight. Come on, help her. She hits hard. Don't let her.
Until last year, Vladimir trained only men. Now that women have entered the ring, he is seizing a new opportunity to produce a champion. Investing in Natalie, Vladimir trains her extra hours in his own suit brought from Russia for no financial gain. He knows Natalie is his best ticket into the international arena in a female sport still battling for Olympic recognition.
At first I didn't want to box because there were only boys in the group and some of the routines were pretty funny. People were looking at me. But eventually I didn't care what people thought.
Плотнее, Наташка.
There are about 40,000 people living in Afula. More than 10,000 of them are new immigrants from the former Soviet Union. Although they have integrated well into Israeli society, they remain a tight-knit community, living and breathing their homeland culture continuously. Natalie came with her family in 1991. Her father then left home, and her mother raises her children on her own. Natalie is the oldest.
This balloon is bewitched. It doesn't blow up. See? It soars up in the air, but it doesn't explode.
Once a psychiatrist by profession, Yelena now relies on child support and guaranteed income. Her full-time job is now the care of her 6 children.
Natalie was athletically inclined from the minute she was born. She started walking when she was 8 months old, not quite 9 months. When she was 4, she was in a store in Russia, fooling around on some iron bars, when the manager of the reserve Olympic team approached her. She said she wants Natalie to train with her team, even though she was only 4 years old. I was extremely happy, but when I told my husband, he refused to allow it. I was devastated because I wanted Natalie to be an athlete. Did you succeed?
I told you it would explode.
People ask me, when you're hitting somebody, it's like you're cool. But you don't think about it when you fight. Especially not when you're telling yourself, well, if I don't hit her, then she'll hit me. So what's better?
Michael,
Do you want to help me prepare the kebab?
Yes,
Or are you busy?
I'm opening my robot.
Okay, so help me after you've opened it.
Yes, when I finish.
Yelena knows that boxing could be the key to a better future for Natalie. That's why she urges her to compete and succeed. She's dedicated to her children and makes sure they excel at their work.
Is it important for you that your children will be good students? I believe this is the way it should be. It's only normal. Otherwise, I think I'd be in trouble. I'd die.
Hi, what's up?
Good. Are you ready?
I'm coming too. I weighed 65 kilos in the morning, and then after I ate and drank, I weighed 66 and a half.
You'll have to lose some. How much do you weigh now?
66 and a half.
That's a lot.
But I only had some tea.
How much tea? A kilo and a half?
No, only 2 cups. Is any other girl coming?
No, no one.
But I don't want to be with the boys.
Well, let's go.
Every month a tournament is held and new rankings are determined. Natalie has no international experience, but today she will be getting her fill of competition in a nearby village. Like many teenagers, Natalie is concerned about her weight, but not enough as far as Latimer is concerned. Each additional kilo can ruin her chances to be included in the right weight category.
Do you have any idea how athletes go about losing weight? You have to cut down on baked goods and sweets. But you do eat chocolate. Because it's a wonderful source of energy and calories. Still, you have to take it all in proportions. If you eat low-calorie food in large amounts, it's not going to help. You have to reduce your weight to 63.5 kilos. And here, you're gorging yourself with food. What's the point?
It's not by coincidence that the ranking is held in Yassif, a village whose inhabitants are mostly Israeli Arabs. Many boxers in Israel are Arabs. During the last few years, new immigrants from the former Soviet Union have joined them. No other female boxer has reached the monthly ranking. Today, Natalie will have to take on a male boxer in her weight category. Like her male opponent, Natalie is required to gear up with proper boots, a head guard, and mouthpiece. As a female, she must also wear a breast protector. Gloves marked with white help judges score eligible punches. In amateur boxing, each technically correct punch hitting above the belt is worth 1 point. Blows to the back of the head or with the side of the glove don't score. Unlike professional boxing, the ultimate objective is not a knockout. Instead, Natalie and her opponent try to score as many cumulative points as possible. After 3 two-minute rounds, the judges tally up the points. The winner of the fight is the one who scores the most eligible punches. Natalie is no exception. Natalie has proven herself in Israel, beating even the male boxers matched against her. But her most difficult challenge is yet to come. At only 17, Natalie Astromov has been chosen to represent Israel in the Female World Boxing Championship in Scranton, Pennsylvania, and has 2 weeks to prepare. Despite this honor, she is still uneasy with her recent win.
How come I won?
Because you did. You won the fight by points. Do you know how the points are scored? His blows were coming, and they pushed the buttons.
But how come he scored no points?
Huh? Because the last blows didn't count. They didn't find the mark. Look at your face. There are no marks at all. There are no marks at all. That's why the score was 6-0.
I cried because it got on my nerves. I was sure I'd lose, and then the referee announced that I won. I thought it was because I'm female. It's like he did me a favor.
Nobody's doing you any favors. Believe me, your opponent, he knew he lost.
What do you think will happen at the World Championship?
I hoped at least to have one win. That's my objective.
And if you don't reach your objective, will you cry?
There's always next year. Sure, I'll cry.
You will?
Sure.
Okay, you'll cry. But you'll continue to train.
Sure.
Aren't you afraid?
I'm not afraid of punches. I know how to defend myself. And if Vladimir thinks that I've had it, he can always throw in the towel. I won't die in there.
Throw in a towel? What do you mean? Give in?
Take me out of the fight.
I want the black one now.
Oh, look how beautiful it is. You can open it from here. Did I tell you what happened at the kickboxing competition? There was a big black guy and this Russian guy in the ring, and it looked like the Russian was going to kill him, the American. Just as he was going down, he somehow managed to lash out the left and it broke the Russian's nose. You could see it on the monitor. His nose moved to here. That was really something.
2 days before the champion trip to America, Vladimir is pushing Natalie to the limit. Eddie, Natalie's boyfriend, arrives for an unexpected visit. Natalie doesn't usually let him watch for fear of distraction, but this time she breaks her own rules. Vladimir knows very little about the competition and the demands that will be made on Natalie. Therefore, he's preparing her for the worst.
It's very difficult for her. Training twice a week, plus everything else. And her studies, it's very difficult. She works out 4 hours a day and goes to school for about 6 hours. She's a complicated person. She can be easily distracted. Not everyone can be a champion.
Hey, I brought you some chips. Do you like chips?
What's doing, cutie?
I don't. doesn't. רק מה שמוסיפים איזשהו זה יהיה I doesn't.
חבל לך על הזמן. אם זה הולך להימשך ככה...
If this continues when you return for the championship, I'll kill you.
אני שופט אותך.
Do you think I'll stop training when I come back?
Yes.
לא, סתם...
Okay, I didn't mean that. But I expect you to have more time for me.
It looks like I'll have to spend the rest of my life studying when I come back to catch up with my schoolwork.
She's not at all fragile, in some respect. Like she'll never say some of the things other girls would say. Do you really think I'll do this? Hey, I'm elegant, I'm feminine, delicate, fragile. It's too painful, or it's not up to my level. Never. She isn't like that at all. If I punch her, she won't cry out, but she'll hit me 7 times harder. The truth is, knowing that my girlfriend is going to the World Championship in boxing, it's making me proud of the fact that I'm her boyfriend. Me.
At last, Natalie will face a female opponent. Sigal from Tel Aviv is going to have a friendly fight with Natalie on the day before the trip to America.
Are you getting excited about the trip?
About what? No.
No? What about you?
No. It's all decided up there.
Natalie became national champion by scoring a first-round TKO against Sharon Friedman, the reigning champion in a lower weight division. Even after her defeat, Sharon came to encourage and help Natalie get ready for the World Championship. She sees in Natalie the best hope for the advancement of women's boxing in Israel.
Women always live in fear. Fear from physically being hurt and fear from everything. Boxing provides us with tools to deal with these fears. So instead of saying, I'm afraid, I'm leaving, you say, I'm afraid, but I can take care of it. Women's boxing is a new sport. We have no chance of sending men to the World Championship. But women, we are all at the same starting point. We are all beginners.
Excellent.
post this.
Okay. This is a historical shot, girls.
What is the worst that can happen? That I'll have a bad fight. I don't even care if I lose the first fight, but I want it to be a good one. I want to show good techniques, good moves, agility, and good punches.
I worry that she'll break down after the championship, that she won't achieve the minimum she sets out to get.
If she gets a good draw, we are in business. We can start thinking of a medal.
Scranton, Pennsylvania, USA, home of the Women's World Boxing Championship.
People of Scranton are probably the friendliest people in America.
I've been living in this block 72 years, never left the block. I was born at number 10.
They're average people, basically. They go to work and go home. Pretty boring place, essentially.
It's growing. The neighborhoods are changing and getting back to what it should be for the American people.
Has arrived, and like any good teen, her first agenda is shopping.
But it's blue and white. It's okay?
I have to check the size.
Why is it important that it's blue and white?
Those are the colors of our country.
I came here to represent my country. They have to know that I'm from Israel. I've been living there for the past 9 years. It's the only country I have. It doesn't really look Israeli.
For this is my country, to have and to
More than 20 countries have sent boxers to the competition. Among the prominent are France, Sweden, USA, Canada, Turkey, and Russia. The competition is open to ages 17 to 34, making Natalie one of the youngest participants. Not only will Natalie need to have power, technique, and speed to make it through the first bout, but also some luck. A draw will determine her first rival in another 3 days.
I think it's fantastic. If I was 20 years younger, I might try it myself. I have 2 boys, and they're, you know, very much athletic, and I think it's fantastic that women want to compete in a sport like that. It doesn't take away their femininity. But yes, we are powerful.
Wonderful. Equal rights. They're entitled to it. That's my opinion. That's how I look at it.
I said in all of my days, I never thought I would be standing here working a women's boxing tournament.
I like it. Honestly, I like it a lot. They're up there fighting. I get a kick out of it. Yeah.
2 days before Natalie's first fight, and Latimer is very curious. Although he trained hundreds of male boxers and participated in many international contests, it is the first time he's surrounded with so many women boxers.
In the 2 years since women boxing was legitimized, I can see that it reached a very high standard. Some of the boxers here can easily fight against men.
Is Natalia ready?
Yeah, she's ready. She's not even nervous. I think I'm more nervous than she is.
After many days of very little drinking and a special diet, the time has come to step on the scale. All the boxers are worried and anxious about the official weighing in. A mere 100 grams over the set weight can disqualify Natalie. She should weigh 63.5 kilos. If she weighs more, she'll be given an hour to lose the extra weight.
I can eat 1 kilo and 300 grams. I weigh less than 63 kilos.
You think it's good or bad?
It's excellent.
No, it isn't.
It's excellent.
No, it isn't. You must eat.
Good, because I have 1 kilo and 300 grams to spare. I'm going to eat now. What's not excellent about that?
What pleases you more, being under the allotted weight or meeting the weight requirements?
Being under the allotted weight. Being able to eat without worrying about my weight. Yesterday I only had breakfast and a tiny piece of cake at lunchtime. Most of all, I wanted to drink. To have a drop of water. Now I feel good and full of energy, and I can drink as much as I want, and eat whenever I want, and still have the right weight.
With the pressure of weighing in lifted, Natalie takes to the street to curb her anxiety about the final pre-fight factor, the draw that will determine her first opponent.
Keep your defenses up.
Can I say pa?
Yeah. You can say coach, father.
Hop. Up.
Wrong. About the competition. Whoever will be there, champion or no champion, they all fall the same way. Whoever takes themselves seriously is rewarded by the boxing sport. I'm going to the draw now. They are taking us somewhere. You go rest now. We're going to the draw. To a meeting of all the trainers and the draw. This is the moment we have been waiting for.
In Natalie's weight category, there are only 12 boxers from all over the world. Vladimir's wish is that Natalie will draw a weaker opponent and be able to advance to the semifinals.
Australia, number 2. Finland, number 11. Israel, number 12. France.
It's the French one. She's the European champion. She's strong. We had our draw. We were entered into the quarterfinal. Natalie will have to face the French representative.
France.
The European champion. If you win this fight, we can start thinking of a medal. The silver or the gold medal. All we need is to win this one fight. I'm praying to God and to Natalie.
This is the boxer drawn to fight Natalie, Miriam Lemaire, European champion, 27 years old. The last opponent Vladimir hoped for.
What do you know about the fight you have tomorrow? The country? Israel. You are the champion of Europe? Yes. And do you know the Israeli girl? Yes. She's here? Are you afraid? No, me? No. I'm sure you'll win. Yes. Thanks.
Natalie awaits her fate, the first championship bouts begin. Dreams are made or broken in minutes. Judges still tally scores for each eligible punch, but in an unevenly matched bout, quicker executions are also gained. tension mounts with a knockdown. Each of these dizzying blows to the head gets an 8 count from the referee. 2 8 counts in a single round equal a technical knockout and automatic defeat. But in this fight, Canada recovers to win with points. Natalie's own day has finally arrived. The escalating tension has erupted in a quarrel, and Natalie has disappeared, leaving Vladimir anxious.
What kind of nonsense is this?
Vladimir, I'm 17 years old and I know what I want to wear.
You do? Now listen.
Even my mother doesn't tell me.
I'm not your mother, and I'm not your father. I'm your trainer, and you have to do what I tell you. Otherwise, I cannot work with you. I'm the one giving the instructions here.
I didn't give you instructions.
You did today. You said, I will train 4 times.
I wanted you to tell me if I'm doing right.
But you didn't ask me. You told me. You said, this is what I'm going to do. There's a difference, Natalie. I'm 50 years old and you're 17.
I didn't give you...
I'm your trainer and you do what I tell you to. Or else...
I told you I would train 4 times a week, and I expected you to tell me what you thought about it.
So when you're studying mathematics, you also tell the teacher, I'll do this and I won't do that? Yes? Really? Well, that's the same thing. I'm the teacher and you're the student. I'm not only your mother or your father. I'm more than your mother and your father. I can't work like this when you say, I'll do this and I won't do that.
As Natalie and Vladimir nearly come to blows, the clock ticks closer towards Natalie's next showdown in the ring. During the hour left before her first international fight, Vladimir tries to calm Natalie.
Is she slow or fast?
She's fast. You have to be faster.
Is she fast or strong? Is she fast or strong?
She's very aggressive. You have to be on the lookout constantly. Okay, relax.
Boxers, please enter the ring. This bout for 71, 63.5 kilograms, 139 pounds. Boxing out of the red corner from Israel, Natalie Osterholm.
Natalie enters the ring focused and aggressive. Begins her attack. Natalie responds but misses her mark, throwing wild punches that don't make the score. The French champion goes in for the kill. hit with an 8 count. The referee stops the fight. 2 8 counts in the first round eliminate Natalie and her hopes for the championship.
Contest in the first round, in the blue corner from France, Let's also give Natalie from Israel a big round of applause.
It's okay. The first fight went askew.
What?
The first fight went askew.
What does it mean?
It's okay, Natalie. Do you know what askew means?
What does it mean?
The first fight went askew.
Askew?
It means that the first one never turns out right. Now sit down and watch the rest of the fights.
Boxing out of the red corner from Sweden, Katrin Janokson.
I didn't feel any pain during the fight, although Vladimir told me that the referee stopped the fight to protect me. She was like a gorilla. I was just unlucky with the draw. She is very experienced, a European champion. I'm not quite 18, which is considered very young in boxing. All the boxers here will be old in 4 years, and then I'll be professional. I know that Vladimir is taking it hard, but I'm not, because I know what the competition is all about, what women's boxing is. Next time, no one will surprise me.
She's still not up to the same standard as the French boxer.
Is it hard on you?
On me? Yes. We have our ups and downs in every sport. Today, we are down.
In Israel. Despite a hard blow in Scranton, Natalie is not down for the count. With international experience behind her, Natalie's determination is strengthened. Vladimir has decided to continue her training. Together, their dream for the championship continues, and Natalie is certain to answer the call of the next bell.